In this video, I'll be discussing 4 steps to take your affiliate marketing to the next level, as all affiliates have to do at some point if they want to keep running a business and keep progressing in their business, because you don't get anywhere just by piddle poking around. So, yeah. With that said, my name is Cliff, and if you want to boost your affiliate marketing, this is the place to be. And I will even provide my personal go-to resource to help grow your affiliate marketing. I'll put that as a link below in this video description. It's a great program. Check it out. With that said, let's dive into the first order of business, I guess, which is you want to take this business seriously. Now, a lot of people view this as a hobby. I've been guilty of doing that on occasion. You want to make affiliate marketing be your primary focus if you're going to take, if you're taking it seriously. Because remember, no business is a quick fix. Affiliate marketing is not a quick fix, despite what the sales pages try to tell you about making $100 a day within 24 hours, or whatever whatever kind of stuff they feed you. Businesses take time to build. This is something that's taken me a long time to learn over many years, and so yeah, you need to take a look at your priorities and see where your affiliate marketing business falls among those priorities, because until you really get honest with yourself, it's difficult to take really anything seriously. So that's my recommendation for the first for the first thing that you need to do is to prioritize. Well, is to organize your priorities and learn to take this business seriously. Number 2, invest in yourself. Now, a lot of people think of investments as being things like stocks. That's not what I'm referring to here. I'm referring to getting yourself a mentor. And a lot of people put this off for a long time because they think, oh, I don't need a mentor. I just need to buy another $10 course, another $15 course, or another $40 course, or however much you spend on each course that you may buy, depending on the price tag, or even like a $100 course. Those courses can have some value in them, don't get me wrong. But when I say invest in yourself, I am talking about doing things like getting a mentor, going to these different seminars where you can meet other marketers. That's not necessarily required, but definitely look into getting a mentor or a coach, like I've done. My coach's name is Philip Barman. He has a program that works for me. I've met him in person. I also know of a lot of other people in his coaching group that have also met him in person, and he's a very unique individual, and I'm not going to keep on going on and on about Philip in this video, because this video is not, all about mentorship, but it's definitely something that has really helped me out a lot. And again, if you're interested in checking out his programs that show you how to really advance your affiliate marketing, then I will leave a link to that program in this video description. I would highly invite you to check it out, because he's actually one of the real people out there. So anyway, invest in yourself like I've done. You don't necessarily have to break the bank. It's not cheap, I'm not going to lie. A lot of mentors are pretty expensive, but not every mentor out there costs $50,000 to $100,000 a month. There are more affordable options out there who have your better interest in mind than some of the more expensive big dogs out there. So just keep that in mind. Invest in yourself, and that doesn't necessarily have to be just mentorship. They can be things like upgrading your video editing program, or maybe upgrading your autoresponder, maybe upgrading your capacity within your autoresponder for how many leads you can hold, maybe upgrade your hosting, things like that. Tools that you need in your business, no matter who is mentoring you. These are just tools that you need to operate, your business. So always be thinking about investing in yourself, and then the profits that you make from your business, whether it's $50 a month or $100 a month or $5,000 a month, take at least some of that money and reinvest it into a mentor, reinvest it into upgrading your page builder or whatever it may be. That's the way that you really run a business. Don't take that money and go out and blow it on beer, or go out and blow it on a $20 movie ticket. Focus on your business, because the more you grow your business, then the more you can enjoy the things that you put off for later. So that's my advice on that. Next up is to believe in what you're doing and think 6 months ahead. Now, believing in what you're doing can be pretty difficult for a lot of people, including me. There's things that I have completely just lost belief in over time. Even things that I started out being very invigorated by, very energized by, and then that kind of fizzled out over time. And then I thought, okay, I guess maybe this doesn't work for me. And then I would see the next product that would come along. They would basically be the same thing, but from a slightly different angle. And I thought, maybe this time this is right for me. And there have been programs I was just sure that were going to work for me, and then over time I just kind of stopped believing in it. And the training that I'm in right now from my mentor Philip Barrowman is actually the first training that I've been in for this long. Which, for those of you who are watching this in the future, currently that's been well over 6 months, almost gaining on a year now, actually, that I've been under his guidance. And sometimes I do still kind of struggle to believe in what I'm doing based on the results that my mind kind of expects for me to get. But there's something about finding the right mentor that kind of boosts your self-confidence and is someone to reach out to. And that's what helps me along. And also, thinking 6 months ahead is also crucial, because if you're doing something like building up a YouTube channel, you can go at it for 3 months or 4 months, and then that's really 1 month in is when people start to kind of burn out on it. They start to see how much work is involved in it, and then they kind of it gets more difficult mentally for them. So if you think 6 months ahead of time, then it helps you kind of see where you might be in the future. So for me, I could think 6 months out to around the time that my birthday is, so that I can set goals for that time frame, or I can think 8 or 9 months out. But you want to be able to think a good half a year out and envision where you want to be, and then try to take steps daily and weekly, and then of course monthly, to get there. But you want to take your steps, and you want to kind of break them down into smaller chunks, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You want to envision where you should be 6 months from now, but you don't want to do it in such a way where you're going to overwhelm yourself all at once. For me, I take things day by day. I try to plan things out for a day or two, or maybe a week, maybe in a couple of weeks. But as some people start to try to plan things out for a month, 2 months, 3 months in advance, well, something could change over that time, and then it just makes your whole deck of cards collapse. Some people who have been in business for long enough can plan out months in advance. But a lot of people like me, I need to take the bigger picture and break it down into smaller chunks, and kind of use that as a blueprint to make things not so overwhelming for me. So again, believe in what you're doing, because if you don't have a long-term belief in it, then you're simply going to get distracted by other things, and then your belief is going to be pulled in different directions instead of being one focus on one thing. And that does take a bit of training to get your mind to a place where you are focused on one thing. But yeah, believe in what you're doing and think 6 months ahead, because if you really want to build a business that's profitable, then you have to learn to have a long-term vision, and then to keep going and going and going. So keep that in mind as well. Next up is to make time in your life for your business. Now, I understand that a lot of people have their work life, they have their work life and their job life. I guess that's pretty much the same. A lot of people have their family life, they have their job life, they have their life with their friends, where they might go out and have some drinks on the weekends and do things like that. But you have to learn where to cut back, and I would recommend cutting back maybe time with friends a little bit. I'm not saying to abandon your friends altogether, but I am saying to think about how much time you really enjoy spending with your friends, and what specific activities that you enjoy doing with them. And let's say that you write down 5 activities that you enjoy doing with them. Maybe drinking on the weekends, watching sports games on TV or whatever, and I don't know, maybe going to concerts. Well, maybe pick 1 or 2 of those to kind of cut back on some and dedicate that time towards your business. For example, family life, I wouldn't really advise messing with family life too much. It depends on your situation, of course. But I definitely would not recommend omitting family altogether, because that's just not something I can recommend at this point in my life, unless your family is just really toxic. But if you have a good family life, then obviously keep that intact. But also, make some time, in the evenings or maybe on the weekends for your business as well, because you also have to understand that your business, if grown properly, can also benefit your family long term as well. So, as someone myself who enjoys things like video games and movies, instead of watching 2 or 3 movies a day, maybe cut it back to 1, or maybe cut back to 1 movie every 2 or 3 days, something like that. Or if you want to just kind of cut them out altogether for an extended period of time, cut back on what you need to make time for your business, because the business is what's going to pay you long term. Movies are not. Video games are not. Unless perhaps you're in a line of work that actually does pay you for those things. Other than that, you're going to get paid for affiliate marketing, which you're here for, what you're trying to accomplish with this. And it does take time. It definitely does take time. So again, make time for the things that matter in your life. Your business being one of those things, because your business is going to keep paying you when your job lays you off or fires you or whatever your job may end up doing, or if you have a health crisis in your life, like I've had, then your business will still be there to help you out, and the good times and the bad times. So if you make time for that stuff now, it will definitely help you out later on. I think that was 4 things I just mentioned, but I'm going to wrap this up with one final thing, which is critically important, and that is for you to take action. My mentor, Philip Barrowman, always tells me to keep taking action, keep making more videos, keep taking action by making more videos. So that's what I try to do to grow my YouTube channel. And sometimes, sometimes I do procrastinate a bit, just like everybody does. On the face of the earth, everybody procrastinates at something. But I try to minimize my procrastination when possible. I try to be aware of when it's getting the best of me, the better of me, and I'm trying to learn to take action more consistently. And of course, I also have battles with health issues myself, and that also really is kind of a damper sometimes. But I'm trying to push through my health issues because I know that I have to make my business work, because my health has kind of caused a ripple effect in my life that has affected me many other things. And for a long time now, I've been going in the business direction, so I need to keep taking action. As my mentor Philip says, keep pushing forward, keep taking action, and I would encourage you to do that as well, whether you have health issues or not that kind of slow you down some. As I said about 15 times now, I would highly encourage you to take action. And if you're ready to take action, and if you're serious about it, then again, one final time, I will leave a link below in this video's description where you can follow the same action plan that I personally am following to keep on moving forward, to keep on going. And is it a super easy road that I'm going to get to overnight? No. Am I okay with that? Yes, as long as I'm pushing in the right direction, then I'm fine with that. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like what you've seen. Like this video, and all the stuff that people usually tell you, give it a thumbs up. And with that said, thank you very much for watching. Again, my name is Cliff, and stick around if you want to continue on this journey with me, and have a good day.